Dominate. Flee. Fabian, that's all I ask. Dominate, bro. Tonight was a very
Knicks
important
Rehab.
game. And I'm not saying that because it was the Washington Wizards, which we should have beat, right? But to put us back on track, I think we was going off the track a little bit. Mike Brown, I didn't get to respond the other night, how he took accountability. And I'm gonna be honest, slow down with Yabusele. I do not like that he's getting the same amount of minutes as Deuce. Listen, bro. But Mike Brown took accountability and he got back-to-back wins. Listen, I think we can actually win the next 5, 6 games. We can go on a 7, 8 game winning streak when we see the schedule so far. But I think tonight was a great game. It was a collective. Everybody played their part. Cat was looking like Cat, how he's supposed to look against teams like this. Dominate. Flee. Fabian, that's all I ask. Dominate, bro. You 7 foot. You have talent. We know you can shoot the three. Get in the paint. You can hit free throws. Make the game easy on yourself. So for me, Clarkson looks like he's coming along. He put up some good points. Josh Hart is being Josh Hart. So I think, and remember, Flea, how long I've been saying this now? When we play like this as a collective, where everybody gets involved, we're going to be tough to beat. So for me, I think tonight was very important because it puts us back on track. It puts the league on notice. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how good you are. When you beat up on the teams you're supposed to beat up on, that's when the league and teams look at you like, okay, they for real. Yeah, you're going to struggle against the good teams, the great teams, the MVP caliber players with their teams, the former champions. You're going to struggle a little bit. But the teams that you're supposed to beat up on, that's what you do. So I think tonight was very important, but I think it's more important for Mike Brown. I'm going to keep saying it. Mike Brown will be on the hot seat all season. So as long as he wins the games he's supposed to win, in the games that against the OKCs and the the great teams, as long as we competitive and we hang in there and we win some of those games, Mike Brown will be fine. But for me, I think this is about Mike Brown. We have the talent, we have the roster, we have everything intact. Mike Brown needs to come in and fill the holes that we quote unquote think Tom Thibodeau couldn't do. So I think tonight was very important to get us back on track. Now we're a game above 500, back-to-back wins. So for me, I think this was a very important game because if we lose this, I think things start going downhill. So for me, um, Cat and Brunson, like I said, if those two can get it together, I think we'll be one of the best teams, if not the best team in the NBA.
I like what I saw tonight. I like I like the full 48 minutes. Obviously, I don't like the slow starts that we have. Right, I think that's not a good thing, especially when you go up against the better teams in the league. We played against Washington. Washington is young. They're gonna make mistakes. They're gonna play themselves out of games, right? So, and that's exactly what happened tonight. They wound up playing themselves out of a game that, to be honest with you, if they held court, the game might have been close up until the fourth quarter, right? But they started making young mistakes, turning the ball over, taking bad shots, not getting stopped. So that's essentially why they lost the game. For us, I think that this is a game that just start setting good habits. I don't think you get too high, you don't get too low. You beat the Wizards. That's a scheduled win. I'm sorry, it is what it is. They're not a very good team, but you do everything that you're supposed to do. Karl-Anthony Towns, this is a confidence booster, right? He likes to go as Saw. I was listening to Alan Hahn all night tonight, just talk about how much he takes that matchup of all matchups, Alex Saw, but whatever it takes at this point. If that's the matchup that's going to get him going, fuck it. Because now we could just turn this over into, on Wednesday, we see Gobert. How you going to show up against Julius Randle and Gobert? I need you to show up the same way you showed up tonight against Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert. So, but I love the way he played tonight. He played with force, right? He didn't settle, although he had the three ball going. He did get mixy in the paint, right? You saw him put Alex Saw in the rim a couple of times. I love seeing that. I don't see that too often from him.
Right.
So when you put the ball on the floor, you get a guy in your hip and you put him in the rim, I like seeing that, right? I just like seeing the aggression from him, the controlled aggression, right? He didn't get out of control. I didn't see too many stupid fouls. He got a couple chippy ones that I thought we could have got back. But for the most part, playing through him tonight was the way to go. Brunson didn't have it rolling tonight. He hit some timely shots, but in terms of efficiency, he wasn't the greatest tonight, and that's okay. Our captain ain't gonna be great every night, but he kept getting after it. He kept moving the basketball. I was just happy about the ball movement for real, right? That's what Mike Brown is essentially trying to implement: faster pace, obviously getting up more 3-point shots, quicker decisions, and moving the basketball, getting in the paint and getting open threes. So I like what we did, right? I like the rhythm that Jordan Clarkson is finding himself in coming off that bench. Josh Hart is being Josh Hart, right? Like you said, OG, 12 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, right? Just filling the stat sheet up, doing everything you want him to do. We missed Mitch tonight once again. I'm sure we'll touch on that in a second. But for the most part, I loved everybody. I loved everybody tonight. Everybody, like you said, played as a collective. We're starting to figure out that rotation. I still think Yabusele is getting way too many minutes. He's just not ready yet. He's not in game shape. And I think big shout out to Mike Brown for allowing this young man to play, to get in game shape. He's trying to let him play through it, but I don't think he's ready yet, right? Those minutes can go more to Deuce. Those minutes can go more to Jordan Clarkson. He can up the minutes on him. Whatever you got to do. I know you need a backup for Cat when Mitchell Robinson is not playing, but he's just not ready. And I keep forgetting to mention over the last 2 games, Landry Shamet. Landry Shamet has given us a lot of positive minutes. He hasn't been out there stinking it up. He's been out there hitting open shots. He's out there playing defense. He's moving. He's not standing still. He's active. So I didn't say nothing about Landry Shamet the last game, but he started tonight again, and I was just pleased with his minutes. So big shout out to the Knicks, back-to-back wins. Let's just get on the winning horse and let's roll. Let's put together some W's, right? Let's put together some W's, OG, for real.
Hey, Fabian, can I ask you a quick question before you go? Can I? I mean, I don't know what that meant just now.
Sure.
No, I mean, Flea said something as far as like us worrying about a backup center. You always allude to how great OG is defensively, and how at one time he played Embiid kind of good. How do you feel about sometimes OG sliding into that spot because the way basketball is today, as far as positionless basketball, we watch other teams put smaller guys on Cat. Should that be an option? That at times OG may have to step up and guard some of the bigger guys on the opposing team.
Knicks Rehab.